Oh, sorry, I gotta show you that again. You go, huh? Ahoy fam, good morning and welcome to another YouTube video. Guys, I really hope that this turns out the way I wanted to. I wanted to be informative. I wanted to show a little bit of the lifestyle that I get to live, that I get to experience. I don't get to do bushwalks that often anymore, just time. I spend more of my time in KRUGER, but I still do have a knowledge on it because I did a lot of bushwalks in the last 3 to 4 years of living here. So yeah, let us start with the first tree, and this is a very, very important tree. What's up? So here we got 2 marula fruits. So now this time of the year during our rainy season, these will fall from the tree. These are still green, so they are not ripe yet. They will turn yellowy orange, and then that's when they are good. You can make jam out of this. My dad made jam out of this. You can make beer out of this. He also made beer out of it. You can use the nuts, the seeds inside, to make coffee. And it is turned into amarula. The amarula liqueur that is very infamous in South Africa. What happens is the local people will go collect these and take them to amarula, and they will actually turn these fruits into a cream, into a liqueur. But what was I going to tell you? Yes, I remember. Okay, so I'm still holding these things. So these guys have 6 times more vitamin C than oranges or strawberries. If I'm not mistaken, those are the two highest vitamin C containing fruits. This has 6 times more than that. So pretty incredible fruit, eh? Pretty incredible. And here's the tree behind me. So if you look carefully, you can see it's got like, it looks like it's been shot with paintball gun. It's got like splotches, and it's got like this gray bark, and then you see that there's patches missing. So that is the distinctive characteristic of it. And you generally, marulas are pretty big, so you can see it goes all the way up. Where fam? So over here, yeah, we got some, to me looks like hyena tracks. So if I take this one here, you can see what happens is with a cat is circular, and a dog is more oval shaped. So the toes usually sit next to each other like this, as you can see here, whereas a cat, it's like that. And there should be claw marks. It's a bit difficult to see, but your dogs don't have retractable claws, so their claws will be sticking out. But you can see with the way that this is shaped, yeah, there's the claw marks there. So the way that this is shaped, this is definitely hyena. Not a very big one, but nonetheless still very cool. Back again for some more. So guys, here we got the African weeping wattle. So you can see, let me try and get into a spot where there isn't really bad sunlight. A bit hard behind my arm. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, wait, I got an idea. Let me show you the tree. So this is the tree here. You can see very, very large dark green leaves, quite bushy. The important thing is though, if I grab this like this, it doesn't hurt because there are no thorns. So yeah, very important tree. Let me show you someone like this guy. There are thorns right there. So very similar leaf structure, but this is part of the acacia family, and you don't want to use this for what I'm about to show you. Oh, the sun's just changed. Hello, baby. So that's perfect. So basically what I was saying is, this guy is super soft and you can run your hand along it, and it's also called the bush toilet paper. You can use this if you ever come to a situation where you get straight in the bush. You can use this to, you know, I'm getting smacked by a fly. That's not a nice fly. So yeah, toilet paper tree, toilet paper bush.
don't use one with thorns on it. If you can run your hand over a whole branch, good stuff. If you can't, wrong tree.
Oh wait guys, so over here you can see, if I can draw nicely, there and there is leopard tracks, and there's some really small ones and some really big ones. So yesterday morning, just before we left to Nelspruit, I heard a leopard contact calling, and this is about the right size for a female. I thought it was a female, and as you can see here, you can see there's two lobes. Lions have 1, 2, 3 mountains, where leopards have 1, 2, and then the pad shape is a little bit different, but you can see the perfectly round toes next to each other. Yeah, you can see she was going all along here. Maybe there's a really nice one. There's a really nice one there. Just destroyed that one. Sorry about that, guys. There's some really small ones here. I'm not sure if this is what I was seeing earlier. But yeah, look here. There's a perfect one right there. Let me just make sure that the screen's getting it. Oh yeah, look at that for a track. I'm so sad with myself I didn't come out here yesterday. Why? I wanted to, but then I didn't. There's something up on the road over there. Interesting. Hey buddy. See, something's been digging here. Still just chilling. Hey man. Hey guys, so I found my next plant. There are some impalas just over there. So let me show you this plant quickly. It is called the magic guari. Let me grab a branch here. This is it. So the distinctive characteristic of a magic guari is, you see, not gonna kill me, these leaves kind of look like they've been burnt, and they're very hard, very like hard and dried out. So the reason for this is that this fire, you see I'm jumping the gun here, this bush is 100% fire resistant. So it grows, I don't want this thing to go off, it grows, what is the correct word, so the katina, in terms of the way it moves from high ground all the way to low ground, this grows very close to the source of water, so to a river, to a dam, where there is a good amount of water. So therefore it can't grow everywhere. This kind of limits the where it can grow, but because of the fact that it is fire resistant, yeah, and it produces this beautiful little purple berry that's actually very edible, very nice, but it is a laxative, kind of, so you don't want to eat too many of them. Also, the local people believe that this tree chases away spirits or demons or anything bad juju. This is good juju, so they usually hang it above their bed or above their door frame. Yeah, and also there's another incredible thing that I can show you quickly. So I've just broken off a branch, and while I do this, I'm gonna put the GoPro in my mouth. Okay, that should be good enough. Guys, I'm sorry if I say stuff wrong. I might be a little bit rusty at this. But yeah, we'll get there. Super attractive. So it depends on the health of the tree, whether it's green or dead, or this one seems to be a little bit dry on the inside, but yeah, basically there's a toothbrush. So because it's super fibrous, it'll make you a very good
toothbrush, and this branch actually tastes really nice. Yeah, nice. And there's a tree called the leadwood. If you burn that and take the ash, you got toothpaste. Oh yeah. The next tree is the silver cluster leaf, and you can have a look here. It's got like finger-shaped leaves, very papery, very papery and smooth, and it grows on a seep line. So where you have water very close to the soil, that is where your silver cluster leaves grow. And this is a very cool tree. It is a very alkaline tree, whereas the marula, which I was explaining to you earlier, is a citrus, so it is very acidic. So elephants will actually eat a lot of these marulas. They gorge themselves in the December period, because it's only for a couple months of the year, and they get like indigestion. So they come to this guy, the silver cluster leaf, because it's alkaline, and they eat a couple of them, a whole bunch of that plant, and it balances out the pH in their body. So yeah, another really cool thing about this is that trees have three ways of defending themselves. They either have spines or spikes, or they have tannin. So I can show you a tree, the acacias. They are very renowned for their spikes. I can show you that now. That is the giraffe's favorite tree, but they are adapted to eat it. Whereas a guy like this has a very high amount of tannin. So if I had to, so I'll just bite off the top, and basically my tongue and my whole mouth has gone dry, like very dry. So the same stuff that's in red wine is in this. So after a sip of red wine, your mouth kind of goes like dry and like sticks together when you like rub your tongue against your palate or your teeth. And the reason for this is that tannin. So very interesting. This tree and many other trees that protect themselves with tannin can raise their tannin levels to make this unedible for animals. So your browsers like kudus and nyala and bushbuck and buffalo, they might want to eat this, but there's got to be a balance. So what will happen is they'll eat, and then eventually the tree will be like, nah, you're eating too much of me, and they will raise the tannin levels. But they will also send out a signal to all the other silver cluster leaves in the area that they are being eaten, and they can do this cellularly. Because they have a cell, and within the cell is a nucleus, so they're emitting an energy that the other plants can pick up, or they'll release a special pheromone which the other plants will pick up and realize that, hey, my friend's being eaten, I need to protect myself before I get eaten. So most often than not, animals move every 15 minutes or so. They don't eat continuously in the same place, especially like giraffes. They move every 15 minutes, like I said, and they will always be downwind. They'll never be upwind. Upwind? Yes. So guys, there's some bones here. Ooh, it's a canoe. It was a canoe. This would actually be a great thumbnail. Wait guys, I think I just came across some giraffe because I see their tracks. So here's their tracks here. And then I can show you, here's another one. Yeah, so one of my favorite parts to spot the giraffe and animals is this. Man, because I miss the beach, and like you get to do this at the beach all the time. Oh man, I think I just need to do more bushwalks. The other time I did a bushwalk, it was raining and muddy, so that was just as good. But damn, that's nice. Yo, it's good. Real good. Real good. Check this. Leave my mark next to this giraffe track. There you go. Human and animal coexisting in balance and peace, like it should be. Hello fam. Hello. I found the last member of the trees that I'll be doing today. This is brilliant. Perfect timing. So here we have my breakfast. Oh, what's up? Hi guys. This here is the buffalo thorn. And the buffalo thorn is quite an important tree. Very, very spiritual and beneficial tree to people that live in the bush, or animals and everything. Everything that uses this tree is going to benefit from it. So the native people believe, the local people believe, especially the Zulus, if I'm not mistaken, that this tree represents the path in our life. So you see it's zigzagged, so it's like our journey, that represents our journey. Let me zoom in here. So it's zigzagged, that represents our journey, and then there is a forward facing thorn and a backward hooked facing thorn, and that represents that we have to go through the downs to be able to go forward. And then yeah, that's kind of like our journey. And then these is also referred to as the African spinach, or the bush spinach. These leaves, very, very nutritious and tasty. Impalas eat it, buffalo eat it, obviously, baboons. And then the buffalo uses this tree as a defense mechanism because it's got the forward and backward facing thorns. It is quite a nasty tree, so they reverse into this tree. The Duggar boys, the big old males, reverse into this tree, and then the lion, or whatever, usually a lion, will be trying to come from the front, and it can't come from the back, because if it gets hooked in this tree, it's not getting out. So yeah, it comes from the front, and then the buffalo has his business end to be able to face that lion and take him head on. Another thing that they do with this tree, the local people, what they believe is that they'll take a branch, because it's zigzag shaped and because it represents the journey and our life path. They would take a branch from this tree, they would go to a place where a family member has passed away, and they will collect that spirit with that branch. They would take that tree branch back home to where they are from, where that person is from. They'll pay for a bus ticket if they need a bus. If they get any type of transport, they'll pay for the equivalent for the branch, for that person's spirit, and for food and for juice and everything. They'll treat that branch like it is the person, and the spirit is with them. They'll take them back to the home, bury the branch, and allow the spirit to be free. So yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful tree, and we made a poiki with this leaf the other day. It's pretty cool. I threw a whole bunch of buffalo thorn leaves in. It tastes really good. It's got a really, really nice flavor, I'm not gonna lie. Dope. The wild lavender, wild basil, they're usually together. That is amazing. It is the sickle bush, and it has spines. These are not thorns, they are part of the tree. So a thorn is an additional part of the tree. What would I call it? Like an attachment to the tree. This is actually part of the main stem. You can see that is not just a little thorn. That is look at this, I can't break it. It's not a thorn, it's a spine. So this is a sickle bush, and the distinctive characteristic is this beautiful pink and yellow flower, which is referred to as the Chinese lantern. Flowers. Very, very cool. So yeah, this makes pretty good wood, but it can be an invasive species because it grows very quickly and very close together. So there's some nyala over there. I'm not gonna stop because then they might freak out. But there's some nyala to my left. Maybe we get a good view here. Alright guys, so something pretty fascinating. You can see here there's lots of little black dots, little chocolate balls, bush chocolate balls. These are the dung of giraffe, and you might find this very strange. Let me get to the shade. Like I was just showing you earlier, if elephant's dung, it was much bigger and very, very undigested, whereas the giraffe is on the opposite end of the spectrum. Elephant has one stomach. It is a hind gut fermenter. Giraffe is a ruminant, just like a cow. So that's 4 stomach chambers. So it regurgitates its food and chews it for the second time. Basically just chows everything, goes down into the stomach, comes back up again, and they chew it properly. This is when usually when they're resting, when they're relaxing. Giraffe don't get much sleep, but they will rest for about 3 to 4 hours in a day, and they will feed for about 20. They might get about 15 minutes of sleep, but it has to be with their neck up straight. So the reason why their dung is so small is because they digest it very, very well. And this is about the same size as kudu, but the way you can tell it's a giraffe is if you look there, it starts there and it comes all the way here. So the giraffe was walking. Not only can you see that he was walking, that it's a giraffe, because kudu do it standing, but falling from 2 meters, you can see it's not all next to each other. It's bounced and gone all over the place. So something we do in South Africa to become a man, and you want to be part of the bush. You take a piece of dung, impala, kudu, giraffe. Dark is a bit small, and this is called bokdrol competitie. Bokdrol, bok, like a bok, like a springbok. The South African rugby team is called the Springboks. So we draw a line in the sand, and then this is the point where you stand, and then you go. Sorry, I gotta show you that again. You go. It's this grass. It's there. Put in your tongue. And go. There's your tongue. Sit.